In a small mountain village surrounded by towering peaks, there lived a young artist named Mira. Her talent for mosaics was unmatched, yet she doubted herself, believing her art could never change her struggling village. But little did she know, her journey was about to ignite a spark of hope and transformation. Mira often sat by her table, staring at scattered tiles, feeling a weight in her heart. What's the point? My art won't fix anything here. It's just broken pieces, she murmured to herself, brushing her dark hair out of her eyes. One evening, a knock at the door startled her. When she opened it, she found Eli, a rugged traveler with a warm smile. Broken pieces? That's where the magic begins. May I? Eli said, stepping inside and picking up a cracked tile. He held it to the light, a glint of inspiration in his eyes. You see this? Imperfection tells a story. It's beauty in disguise. Mira frowned. Stories don't put food on the table, Eli. He smiled gently. Maybe not, but they can inspire. And inspiration, that's priceless. The next day, the villagers gathered in the square, where Mayor Cedric, a portly man with a smug expression, stood on a makeshift stage. Attention, villagers! The festival of eternity is upon us. This year we'll hold an art competition. The winner's work will be displayed in the town center, attracting visitors and prosperity, he announced. The crowd murmured with excitement. Myra's childhood friend, Rhea, nudged her. You have to enter, Mira. You're the best we've got. But Mira hesitated. I don't know. What if I fail? From behind, Eli's voice chimed in. What if you succeed? Reluctantly, Mira decided to enter. She threw herself into her work, sketching designs and carefully selecting tiles. As she worked tirelessly in her studio, Eli often visited, offering advice. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about the story you're telling, he reminded her. But not everyone was rooting for Mira. Rhea, envious of Myra's growing acclaim, watched from a distance, her heart heavy with jealousy. Late one night, Rhea sneaked into Myra's studio and stole a box of tiles. The next morning, Mira discovered the missing pieces and slumped in despair. How am I supposed to finish now? She cried. Eli placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. Use what you have. Sometimes, limitations bring out our greatest creativity. Determined, Mira gathered broken shards from discarded materials and began rebuilding her mosaic. Each piece, though imperfect, seemed to add more depth and meaning to her creation. Finally, the day of the festival arrived. The village square buzzed with excitement as Mira unveiled her mosaic, a phoenix rising from shattered pieces. The crowd fell silent, then erupted into applause. Look at that. It's incredible, one villager exclaimed. It's like it's alive, another added. Mayor Cedric, inspecting the mosaic closely, noticed a deliberate flaw. Imperfect, he sneered. You expect this to represent our village? Mira stood tall. Yes, because our village isn't perfect. But like this phoenix, we can rise from our struggles. Stronger than before, the villagers, moved by Myra's words and the beauty of her work, began chanting for change. Mayor Cedric's smug demeanor faltered as the crowd's energy turned against him. Meanwhile, Rhea, guilt-ridden, approached Mira with tears in her eyes. Mira, I'm sorry. The mayor forced me to sabotage your work. I was scared. Myra's expression softened. I forgive you, Rhea. Fear makes us do things we regret. What matters is what we do next. They embraced the weight of resentment lifting. Myra's mosaic didn't just win a competition. It inspired the villagers to rise from their struggles. Shops reopened, tourists arrived, and the village began to thrive once more. Eli, his role fulfilled, departed quietly, leaving behind a note. A phoenix rises stronger from its ashes. Mira, now confident and content, continued creating art that told stories of resilience and hope. As she placed the final piece of her latest mosaic, she smiled, her heart full. Remember, the most beautiful stories come from broken pieces. What will you create from yours? If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of hope and transformation.